The wait is over, everyone. I dedicate this to our god, the Dance of Sub-Zerus.
I'd be lying if I said I had no regrets. I would have loved to see Nilou's dance.
Traveler. Oh, Paimon feels like she's been asleep for the longest time. Paimon's head feels super heavy. Paimon thinks it was after the Sub-Zerus Festival. The Sub-Zerus Festival! Have we finally escaped from the Sub-Zero Samsara? Quick! Take off your Akasha terminal! She's not in her room. What happened? Huh? What? Phew. Go. Huh? Well done, Traveler and Paimon. And thank you, Dunyarzad, for organizing the Sub-Zerus Festival for me.
I'm sorry, who are...
Dunyarzad! You're okay!
Oh, a Traveler Paimon. I just had a dream. And I saw Nilou performing the Dance of Sub-Zerus.
Actually Nahida, aren't you? Paimon felt like Catherine was acting weird when we met at the Sub-Zerus Festival. And... Dunyarzad, did you save her? It's a really long story. We shouldn't disturb her. Her consciousness is still weakened. Let's chat somewhere else. About Dunyarzad first. After we parted on the last day of the Sub-Zerus Festival, I left the city and saw what the Traveler had described. Among the countless dreams, I found one that was growing fainter and fainter. Once Dunyarzad could no longer bear the Akasha harvesting her dreams, her consciousness began to dissipate. But this also meant it escaped the Akasha's control. Such a small fragment of consciousness can't last for very long, though. It will return to its original dream, where both will gradually fade until they completely disappear. I used all the power I had to keep her dying dream alive as long as possible. But it still wouldn't have lasted for much longer if it hadn't been for you two breaking the samsara. So it looks like we did manage to save Dunyarzad in the end. Not a moment too soon. Huh? Why are you two smiling so happily? I thought you'd be so moved that you'd start crying. Both are fine. Everyone reacts. All right. You two must have a lot of other questions for me, right? After all, you saved my faithful believer. At the Avidia Forest, there was this incense that made the traveler... You also heard someone's voice, right? It said world and forget... Yeah! So you do know! It seems like the traveler established... As you two probably know, Greater Lord Rukkhadevata disappeared after the disaster in Conria. The timings of these events do... A message from Greater Lord Rukkhadevata? We thought it was from the Scarlet King? That god who died even longer ago? Some present-day desert dwellers. Okay, so... I still haven't managed to decipher it. Even the Akash Greater Lord Rukkhadevata's residual consciousness in Irminsul seems to be contaminated with something that has a very dangerous... Many devoted scholars go mad as soon as they connect their consciousness. I've warned you, but I believe this is the key to saving Irminsul. So the tree in the vision was Irminsul? Oh, Tainari also said that Irminsul is sick! But even if you can't figure out what that... The traveler wasn't affected after coming in contact with that consciousness. I've never seen... No, we must decipher its secrets. This puzzle has life and death at stake. It could determine Irminsul's fate, as well as to that. There's never been any big problems with the Academia's governance of Sumeru. I wonder what caused them to go down this path, even though the city's residents haven't noticed anything strange. I tried to do some investigating in the Akasha, but I couldn't find anything suspicious. I think they're deliberately trying to hide some... Oh, that reminds Paimon. In Gandharvaville, regardless, I need to first investigate the sage's motives, make things right, and punish them if need. You mean how the Akasha stopped? Yeah, it's not that no one noticed. It's more like misdirect. The sages convinced everyone to believe that being unable to dream is a sign of rationality and wisdom, even if the truth is that their dreams are being reaped. With their propaganda in place, besides, Greater Lord... Anyway, the perspective advocated by now, even those who never use Akasha terminals find it too shameful and embarrassing to talk about their dreams. To be accurate, I'm using the Akasha as a medium to occupy Catherine's consciousness. How did you do that? Theoretically, I can enter anyone's mind that the Akasha is the legacy of Greater Lord Rukkhadevata. As Lesser Lord Kusanali and the first Akasha terminal, my consciousness is I've always respected my people's free will, so I've never actually occupied their consciousness. When necessary, I just borrow this bionic Snezhnayan puppet. Hold on. Did we just learn some deep... What about your own body? Why do you need to borrow other people's? Don't you live in the sanctuary of Surasthana? That story begins a long time ago. After Greater Lord Rukkhadevata disappeared, the sages found my newly born self and took me back to some... At that time, I was young and weak. The sages kept me in the sanctuary of Surasthana. However, I do understand that they had... So, the sages basically put their new Archon under house arrest? In some ways, they aren't wrong. Greater Lord Rukkhadevata was omniscient and omnipotent. And I'm still really far away from being able... Yeah, you got a lot of belief. Thank you for the kind words. But I honestly don't need physical freedom as long as I can connect my consciousness to the Akasha. Trying to find a way to save Irminsul is my life's mission and top priority. I will work on every once in a while. I will also take up the duties of the God of Wisdom and enlighten a lost soul here and there. Got it! I hope my answers were... To be honest, maintaining Dunyarzad's fading dream took a... Oh, and you don't need to worry too much about the sage's activities for now. The Akasha will... Go and get some sleep. What a relief.
Traveler? Paimon? why am I here?
Maybe you were sleepwalking. You know you can't.
I see. Huh. I should visit my maintenance personnel sometime.
Billy.
What are you talking about?
Huh?
When I hand this work over to the... Is there a new request from the Academy? Phrase the request. Military supplies for the Eremites must be distributed. Yes.
Let's move out.
Want a taste of my hammer?
Shine down!
Allow me!
Shattered! There is no escape!
Just like we rehearsed!
Shine down! There is no escape!
God's over!
Illusion shattered!
Oh, what a cute treasure coffin! Huh?
Hold the line!
Shine down!
Higher, higher, pants on fire!
Illusion shattered! Shine down!
Hold the line!
There is no escape!
Billowing surge! Yeah!
Ad Astra Abyssosk. Thank you for coming.
When the first wisp of wind brushed
Yai Publishing House has... numerous works that lay out military...
Traveler, you've...
Wait, this sounds
It is as you say.
Huh?
Not long ago, we were
Contaminated?
I don't know about the specifics. The Avidia forest inhabitant. That's why I want to ask you to investigate the situation.
This is forest. This is where you've been, Kainari? That's...
Shh. Keep your voice down.
Tainari? Am I going to die? And tell Suna Tainari?
What happened?
Okay, enough now. You just have a small fever. Take your medication.
Really? Then...
No can do. You're a big kid now.
Oh...
Hey, let me ask you something. I recall that you...
I don't know either. Mom's been it's different from before. I got lost, and after I got out,
Could it be?
So that's how this whole mess happened. Anyway, go rest. No running around until I say... Traveler, Paimon.
Mr. Forest Watcher,
I gave him some antipyretics. I told him that he would feel better after some medicine and rest, but his symptoms resemble a fever, but something else is causing them.
what do we do?
If memory serves, a small number grow in arid deserts. They're expensive and unable to grow in the... I'll ask the caravans. Go find Kale, have her prepare...
All right.
Contaminated region, huh? Is that why you two are also here?
Yep.
Doesn't seem like one. The only thing they have in common is that they aren't...
We feel the same.
All right. Let's contact... There's no time to waste.
Let's move out.
Excuse me. I'd like to purchase some Vasanti grass.
I'm sorry, Miss...
Closed? Now,
It's a long... They were mechanical part. Our caravans had to pull... All the merchants talked it over and...
I don't get it. If these goods are raising prices, won't solve anything. At best, you're shoving the consequences of the robbery onto...
Mr. Forest Watcher, it's not that we don't want... We asked around, and apparently the forest has been very unusual. We can't keep waiting out here for the thief to come out. All we...
So the bandit hid in the contaminated region. How many people were there in total? Were they not...
That crook came from the contaminated region. As for how many,
No, Pete.
even if I tell you, you might...
What the heck? The Avidia forest has creatures like that?
To be honest, I'd rather not think of... It came out of nowhere. Before we could react, it swiped our goods, and we were all shocked. By the time we came to our senses, the thief was already...
I see. If we help you retrieve your...
Oh, but if, not only that, but you'll become one of our caravan...
Enough. Tell me something that's actually useful.
Maybe one. After our goods were... If you're interested, you can go and...
All right. We'll go and...
After the goods were... Turns out that many... However,
crap. The caravan carrying, whatever the case.
I heard from the we don't normally see the mechanical crab. It only shows up in the caravan.
You haven't tried capturing it?
We have, but however, we did it apparently lives. Once its stash grows large enough, it moves every.
That mechanical 10 of us might not. Didn't the academia, our salaries even.
How are things?
We learned of its behavior, assuming normal if I were its owner, but it only goes after me.
Right.
So, you all...
Do you have any more mechanical parts?
Yes, I still have a small bag of sand. Oh.
Under constant external conditions, here's what we know so far. If we have said well, chatting like...
You're right. We don't have any other options right now. This bag of samples is all yours, Mr. Forest Watcher. If you can get our...
We don't need anything in return. We'll also need to buy...
Oh, yeah.
I'll have to... Once it appears...
Don't worry.
Looking at the trade routes and the contaminated region's current perimeter...
Then let's get to...
Okay. This Sumpter Beast isn't familiar with us...
The Sumpter Beast went ahead. Let's keep up with it. Why'd it stop?
Looks like it's loafing around. Or maybe it's hungry.
All right, it's moving again. Did you hear something? Ah! Is that the mechanical crab the caravan?
It looks strong.
Illusion shatter!
Time to go! Go! Rest and rebuild!
Shine down!
Just try to escape this time, you... Hey! Playing dumb won't save you! Spill it! Why are you stealing so many mechanical parts?
It doesn't seem capable of comprehending I don't know why you're stealing mechanical parts. Stolen items must be returned to their rightful... You came from the depths of the contaminated region, right? If you take us there, I'll give you some mechanical parts as a...
It reacted!
We can't be certain yet.
Okay, so you want the crab to lead us in...
That's right. The contaminated region, if we charge straight in, I've been studying this contaminated...
Paimon gets it now!
It doesn't have to. I gave it some components that it will definitely take back to the contaminated region. So long as it doesn't attack us.
It seems to be really happy.
Listen to me. Wait for us here. No running off. We'll be back soon. If you're still here when we return, I'll give you another mechanical... I'm not sure, but our priorities are to retrieve. We should return. But before we do, we need to set up a few...
These are the mechanical parts that were stolen! You really got them back. Thank you all so very much. I don't know how I can repay you. Don't worry about the price.
2 is enough.
No, that won't do.
No need. I've already...
Reward? You mean that...
But those parts are... I retrieved... Oh, and before...
Noted.
Let's return to the village. The early...
Traveler and Paimon. Master, I prepared the pharmaceutical equipment. Do you need me to help grind the medicine?
No need. A precise dosage is required this time, so I'll do it myself.
Oh, okay.
But once I'm done, you can deliver. He gets a little nervous. I'll go prepare the medication. Travel.
Is he doing? That's wonder. Oh yeah, Suna didn't get.
It's nothing.
Of course I did.
Yes, we're going to the. I'm leaving everything to you.
Huh?
Many things are learned. Deal with problem.
That's right. All right. Then, Master, Traveler, Paimon, take care.
You put too much. Let's return and.
We're here. This should be... Huh? Where's the crab? Did it secretly scuttle away?
The traps... You honored our agreement and waited here, and as such, I'll hold up my end. Glad you're satisfied. If you want more mechanical parts, I want to see what happened there.
So this is the contaminated region that everyone's been talking about. It's like... really...
Do you feel unwell at all? Good. It's as I...
How do you know?
I haven't entered the contaminated region for a proper investigation. My observations during our time here have all but confirmed my hypothesis. Look at these flowers. How are they different from normal? This flower species is formal. They're sensitive to ley lines. From the looks of...
You're saying the
I can't confirm that. Let's take another look around and...
You know, we haven't seen any animals this entire... The birds used to chirp...
This contaminated region, some animals...
Leaky lid...
Like how plant climate, this equilibrium... If normal fluctuations in temperature occur, then our bodies automatically adjust. However...
Then why are we...
I'm not sure. Of course, it's not a good idea to spend too much time in areas with concentrated ley line energy. That's about it for the investigation. Environment setup complete. Excellent. Looks like
What's this?
a purification device.
What a neat...
I wouldn't mind the purification if we want to permanently eradicate the contamination from the ley line effluent. That's right.
Huh? The mechanical crab is at...
Something's approaching. So that's it. Now that the ley line energy has stayed, get rid of them quickly. Don't let them get close to the purification device.
There is no escape!
Hold the line! That's all of them! Hey! Where are you? Let's hurry and keep up! The mechanical crab went that way! Let's keep up!
Help! Help!
Allow me! Go!
God's over!
Spare me.
Hey! Are you okay?
These injuries are superficial. Don't move, I'll patch you.
Don't worry, we took...
Oh, good. It's a monster! Hurry, attack it!
How do we explain this? It heard you shouting for help and brought us...
It's faking it. It has to be. Maybe it's gonna partner. Do you know what's inside the fort? I gotta... Be careful. No wonder the
His inarticulate speech and bodily tremors indicate psyche disruption. He's been inside. We've purified the ley line energy over there. Follow this path out and you'll soon see the village. At that point, someone will...
It's so hard.
All right, regardless of what you're thinking, that's why I'll give you another mechanical part. Guess not. Well, make sure to hang on to it. And also, how do you feel about that person saying that...
Okay, it definitely doesn't understand.
It seems like it possesses limited understanding. Help others to get parts. That's probably its thought. It's getting late. So let's... Hey, over here. Come on, you big lummox. Raise your head and look up. Let's set up camp here.
All right.
Oh. Any particular...
This place is perfect to put up a big tent. We can also set up a cooking pot and cook tons...
You're not wrong, but rainforests are very wet. For the next tasks at hand,
Leave it to Paimon.
I'm not expecting that. That's right. You can use rushes to start a fire. Their piths are relatively dry and can be readily set aflame. The downside is...
Traveler, Tainari, Paimon didn't know that rainforest. Paimon also saw a wild bear.
Those were probably dead leaf butterflies. They camouflage as dead leaves to have... My guess is that they mistook you for a bird when you flew over, so they fled. Never mind. The tent's up, so you... Oh, you found some already.
Hey! Paimon understands it this time. It won't...
Sorry, no part this... That task wasn't important enough. If every little thing resulted in a reward, Then I'll note little things like this and give a that is...
It looks really...
After some further thought, it might come up with... I'm off to prepare dinner. We'll take shifts on lookout duty.
We need lookout?
Yes. Even though most animals fled, it's settled then. I'll have a good night.